Whoa, just look at that. Chinese roast pork fried rice. Pack this for lunch and microwave it at your workplace. Your coworkers will drool when they see what you're eating as they look down sadly over their tuna fish sandwich. We're gonna make roast pork fried rice that tastes better than takeout, and I'm doing it all in a fry pan. No wok needed. Hey everyone, it's Wally. If I love it, I cook it and I share it. Let's go. All right, so the most important thing that I gotta talk about is the rice. Because if you get the rice wrong, then you got the dish wrong. It starts with day-old rice. Being Asian myself, there is always day-old rice left over. So just gently use your hands and just break up the clumps of rice. This way, when it cooks out, the rice will look more even and more beautiful. This is 500 grams of Thai jasmine rice. I think Thai jasmine rice is the gold standard for making fried rice. But I can hear you right now, you're asking, well, Wally, I'm not Asian, I don't have any day-old rice, what do I do? Then I suggest cooking up a new batch of rice, but add less water, and then lay out the cooked rice flat, let it cool completely, then put it in the refrigerator for about a few hours. So I guess you can call that few hours old rice. Too much moisture in the rice results in mushy, clumpy rice. And that's really one of my major pet peeves about eating fried rice outside in a restaurant. If it's too mushy, I just want to throw it away. And if you serve it to your Asian friends at your home, you instantly get 1-star Yelp reviews. And you're gonna wonder how the heck that happened. You're not even a restaurant. All I can say is, we're Asians, we'll figure it out. So that's how it should look. You can see each individual grain, and it'll be ready to soak up the sauce that I'm making right now. This is 2 teaspoons of Chinese Shaoxing wine, a tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of pure sesame oil, and this is 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce. So I gotta add that traditionally at home, Cantonese Chinese cooking, we don't really add dark soy sauce to our fried rice. Dark soy sauce is basically added to fried rice that you would normally find in like American Chinese restaurants. My mother wouldn't do it this way, but you know, ultimately we're making food for ourselves, so it's all good. This is half a teaspoon of ground white pepper. This is half a teaspoon of what I'm gonna call Chef's Little Helper. Last month I put up a YouTube community post to help me pick out some clever names for MSG because MSG seems to trigger a lot of people. And I'm really surprised a lot of you did not choose Chef Heisenberg's Special. I thought that there were a lot of degenerates watching my channel, but I guess not. So half a teaspoon of Chef's Little Helper. I highly recommend putting your sauce together beforehand because this is just way more convenient. Just drop it all in one shot. That's it. Oops, whoopsie. All right, next up, we're gonna cut up 300 grams of char siu. This char siu I made, I think about like 3 days ago. I used an air fryer. And this is actually a Thai style of char siu, which I was experimenting with. That's why it looks a little bit more wet than the traditional Cantonese style of char siu. But this will work just fine. So all we gotta do is just cut these up into cubes. Ever since I got an air fryer, I've been making char siu at home frequently. And of course, you can always buy it from your favorite local cereal pole. Just make sure that your char siu is on point and good quality, because all the savory and sweet flavors of the char siu will transfer into the rice during the fry. I really enjoy making this dish at home. My daughter, she's a really picky eater, but char siu chao fan is one of her favorites. And then we need about like 150 grams of diced onions. Cut it about like a fingertip size, okay? And we have some other ingredients. We've got a cup of bean sprouts, about a cup and a half of bean sprouts actually. Corn, peas, carrots, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which variation you get, but something like this is all you need. And then I need 3 stalks of spring onions. You can also use scallions, just snip off the roots. And I'm gonna cut right there because this part is just full of really big, bold flavors. I'm gonna add this with the onions because these both cook at the same time. These go right in the end, just right before finish cooking. All right, and that's it. We can start, wait, actually, my mistake. Man, look, I saw it right in front of my face. Our eggs, such an idiot. Almost lost my Chinese chef license. Need 2 large eggs. I'm gonna scramble it until most of the egg whites are gone. All right, just like that. Now we're ready to cook. As you can see, I'm not using a wok because I know most of you cooking at home, you don't have wok. So that's why I am making this demonstration on a frying pan. If you're using a smaller pan, I recommend cooking in 2 batches. because this recipe serves about 2 to 3 people, or just one of me.
So I'm gonna heat my pan up on just a medium-high heat, okay? And when my pan starts to smoke, I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of oil. That's right, you heard it, 3 tablespoons. If you ever find somebody who teaches you how to make fried rice with 1 tablespoon of oil, I wouldn't listen to them at all. And when my oil starts to shimmer, I'm gonna add the onions and the whites of the spring onions. Oh, it smells so good already. The whole point about cooking the onions first is that it's gonna flavor the oil. When the onions start to turn slightly translucent, I add in the eggs. And we cook the eggs until they start to set, which is right about now. And then toss in the char siu. All of that char siu. And I'm gonna change my heat up to a high because there's more ingredients in the pan right now. And I also want to bring out the flavors of the char siu. So you need some heat for that. Bring out the oils and the seasonings that was on the char siu. It's gonna coat the rice. Honestly, you can eat that right now, right? And now we drop in the rice. All of that beautiful jasmine rice. You know, 500 grams of rice, it doesn't look like it's a lot, but it's a lot. Okay, we want to mix it up, making sure all the char siu is combined with the rice and the eggs. All right, I'm gonna turn the heat down because right now I'm gonna add the sauce. I'm not gonna drop the sauce directly right into the rice. I'm gonna add it right on the side. Take it right on the side. I'm gonna heat my pan back up to a medium and just start mixing everything up. If you notice that your dish is cooking too fast, just turn the heat down slightly or just turn it off and then turn it back on later. Cooking is always about constantly adjusting the heat. Drop in the vegetables. And now toss in the bean sprouts. And it's also always about adjusting the taste. I think this needs a little bit more oil, about a tablespoon. All right, that is about it. I switched off the heat. And you know what is also important about cooking? Tasting, that's right. I'm gonna get a spoonful here. Look at that. Looks so good, right? That's good. Seasoned just right. Now, I'm gonna toss in the green onions. The perfect bite right there. Everything all together. The char siu, the vegetables, the egg, the well-seasoned fried rice.
As for always, thanks for watching. And remember, I do make deliveries. I take Bitcoins and Camels as payment. I will see you all in the next one.